Hey everybody, happy Tuesday. I'm here at Cohen Closing today at 203 Meeting House Road. I'm sure you're familiar with the area. It's right on the on-ramp in Bedford, New Hampshire. And I'm here today just to ask some questions about the deed and how to take title. The deed is a document that transfers so you can transfer from a seller to the buyer. It's the instrument to do that. So let's go inside and take a look and ask some questions about what really happens inside of a closing.
Good morning, I'm Kelly Cohen. I'll be handling your closing today.
Good morning.
Nice to meet you.
Nice
to meet you. We're going to start today with the deed, and I want to go ahead and take a look here. Aaliyah, you being my seller, I want you to take a look at the deed. Page 1, make sure that your name is spelled correctly and that your marital status is correct. Excellent. And then you're going to go ahead and take a look at page 2. Again, make sure your name is spelled correctly in your signature line. I'm going to have you sign that deed for me there. Perfect. All right, so Hunter, I want you to take a look at the deed here. Let's make sure that we're transferring title to you and your husband. Your names are also spelled correctly. Husband and wife, that's a correct marital status.
Yep.
And you're taking title as joint tenants with rights of survivorship.
Yes, the only question I had is,
sure.
Instead of joint tenants for rights of survivorship, I heard people talking about tenants in common. What's the difference?
Great question. So in New Hampshire, as a married couple, there's a couple of options you can take title. Joint tenants with rights of survivorship or tenants in common. Now, joint tenants with rights of survivorship would mean that if, God forbid, something happened to you or your husband, the entire interest would be automatically defaulted to your surviving spouse.
Okay.
As opposed to tenants in common, which would be if, again, something, God forbid, happened to one of you, that interest could actually be willed through your estate to your heirs. So just in terms of estate planning, it's really what is the preference for you and your husband in terms of taking title. So the joint tenants with rights of survivorship would be something happens to one of you, the entire interest automatically defaults to the other.
Okay.
Is
Yeah,
that
that's
perfect?
what I want. Perfect.
And it's always important as a buyer to take a look at the deed when you're purchasing the property. A lot of times the seller is the one who signs the deed. I notarize the signature and then we put this on record without sometimes the buyer seeing that. So at Cohen Closing Title, we make sure that when the seller signs the deed, we go ahead and take a look and make sure that the buyer sees the deed.
Yep.
Even though you're not signing it, it's so important that you make sure your names are spelled correctly and that you're taking title in the correct manner.
Okay,
Alrighty?
perfect. Awesome.
So this is the actual original deed. We'll put this on record for you, and then we mail you this original deed right from our office, and it usually takes about a week.
Perfect.
Okay?
Awesome.
I want to bring your attention to one other document, though. In the interim of us putting this on record and sending this to you, you may receive this form here. This is something that is called a recorded deed notice.
Okay.
And unfortunately what it is, it's a company that is sending this document to all new homeowners. So they're checking the registry. Your deed gets put on record where it becomes public knowledge that you've purchased a property. Your address and names are out there. So there's folks that are sending these fancy dancy looking forms. It says you need a copy of your recorded deed. It's got a couple barcodes, looks real official. However, this $83 is not something you need to send in. At the very bottom of this form, it does say this is just a form of solicitation and that you don't need to go ahead and send this. So when you get this in the mail, try to remember this conversation and you just throw that right away.
Awesome, because mine will come for free.
Exactly. We put this on record and then we send it to you, and you just want to put it in a safe place. If you ever misplace it, certainly give our office a call and we can get you another one.
Perfect. Awesome.
Alrighty.
Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
Perfect.
I just finished up my signing here at Cohen Closing. They gave me this awesome folder full of all of my tax documents, really easy to access. I'll know exactly what I'll need when it's time for me to do taxes. And they even gave me all of the people's cards involved in the transaction, so if I need to make a recommendation, I know exactly how to do it. There's been so many awesome things about working with Cohen. Actually, Kristen, give me that, because I'm going to show them.
Aaliyah, what are you doing?
Give me that, give me that. Awesome. All right, guys, so here we actually are right here. The one thing that I had to realize was I didn't have a second copy of my key to be able to give it to my new buyer, so we had to make it happen, and bam! Hunter's got it here. So we got a key duplicating machine here at Cohen Closing, and she was able to go ahead and duplicate that key. Let's go show you around really quick. Look out! No, get out of here. We got our owner and president, Kelly Cohen, sitting at our desk
Hi,
over
everyone.
here. Awesome. Our in-house attorney, Dave Spinard, who's not quite here yet. He's in a closing. But right as you walk up to Cohen Closing, you'll see Audrey, our director of First Impressions. And again, we're just welcoming all the raving fans. We have an awesome welcome board for all of the closings. And this is our bullpen full of our awesome processors who are hard at work right now. Raving fans created here, which couldn't be any more of the truth. And Hunter walking us back to show us again this awesome conference room. Kristen, you stay in there. Awesome.
We actually have a closing going on right now, but this is our amazing training room. There you go.
Awesome.
And now we probably should go give Kristen her phone back because we really did just hijack her Tuesday tips. And we're back. We're back. We took
Seriously?
Awesome. Tuesday tip, best one, Cohen Closing. There you go,
Yes.
guys.